Hey, my fourth graders. I hope y'all are having a great day. Since things are kind of crazy right now, I am still not going to be able to live Zoom into your classes, but I thought that I could make a couple of videos and we could work on a few skills and do a few fun things anyway, just at your own time. Or if your teacher wants to project this video up for everybody to see and follow along, that's pretty cool too. So, today we're going to be working on a new Google skill. Let me get a few things out of the way off my screen, and I'm going to share my screen with you preciouses. All right, so we are going to open up our Chromebooks and we are going to be on, we're going to navigate to our Chrome browser. That's google.com. So if you pull up Chrome from the bottom, that's the circle with the red, green, yellow outsides and the blue middle. This is our Chrome browser. We're just going to go to google.com, plain old google.com. They have our register to vote reminder because our big presidential election's coming up in November. So make sure your mommy and daddy are registered to vote. You can when you're 18. From here, we can go to any of our Google apps. We're going to navigate to the waffle. So our 9 dots over on the right-hand side, you should have a circle right here that has your first letter of your first name, or your picture if you've changed it. So we're going to click on our waffle and we're going to go to an app called Google Drive. It's a triangle, has a green side, a yellow side, and a blue side. So go ahead and click on that and open up your Google Drive. I'm going to zoom mine in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So Google Drive is like a big file cabinet. It keeps all your documents in this file cabinet. We can organize it in different ways. I am a very organized person and I like for everything to have its place. So my Google Drive has lots of folders and there is what I like to call a method to my madness in here. So you can customize your Google Drive however you would like. We're not using Google a whole lot right now. We may later in the future. And especially as you get older and you use Google through all the rest of your school years, you can end up having a lot of work in there. So I'm going to show you today how to create folders, how to put things in those folders, how to delete things that you don't need. And then your take-home assignment or take to class assignment is going to be to organize your Google Drive. So we're in Drive. Let's go over the basics. So over here on your left side of the screen, you've got the new button. We'll talk more about that in a minute. You're highlighted on your drive. Shared drives is if you want to share drives with other people. For example, I'm the technology coordinator, so I actually have a shared drive with a lot of the other technology coordinators for some things that we need. You probably don't have one of those, and that's okay. You've got your recent items that you worked on right here. Starred things are things that maybe you want frequent access to or are super important. And then you've got your trash. So anytime you delete anything, you can always go to that trash file. It recently was observed that, or it's a recent update that things in the trash folder after 30 days will be permanently deleted. So just keep that in mind. If you throw something in trash, you need to go get it out if you want it back. So, over here in the middle under our drive. Up top, we have what's called our quick access. These are things that you have been recently working on. For example, I've been working on a budget today and I've worked on my virtual learners list today. And so these are things that I've worked on recently. They're just up top so that I can quickly access them again. You can't drag these anywhere. You can open them if you want to, but if you try to drag them like I'm trying to do, you can't. In the middle, you've got all your folders. Now, I've got lots of folders created because, like I said, I'm a fairly organized person, so I like for everything to have its place. So I have lots of folders for lots of different things. And then lastly, at the bottom, I just have some loose files. Now, a lot of my files are Google documents or Google Slides or Google Sheets. You can also upload PDFs and even pictures, like this picture of me right here. Isn't that a good picture, y'all? That's what I wore my first day of school. If you weren't here, that's what I had on. So this is just going to be kind of like your little catch-all. So first thing, oh, and I forgot, over here on the far right side, you've got your little icons where you can, if you click on something, you can delete it. You can preview what it looks like. That means you can just click on this and you're like, I can't read those words. I'm not sure what that says. So you can preview it, you can share it with somebody, or you can get a link to share it with somebody. Also, very important, My drive is set up in what we call grid view. That means that things go across in rows. You can also click on this button right here. If you hover over it, it says list view, and you can change it to a whole list. I don't like that because it takes me too long to find things. I prefer the grid view. So that's your personal preference. You can toggle it back and forth and see what you want. You probably don't have a whole lot in your drive right now. That's okay. So first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make one of these handy dandy folders. So we're going to come back over here to the left side. We're going to click the new button, and the very, very top thing says folder. We're going to click new folder. And so this little box pops up where you can give your folder a name. Well, we're all in 4th grade, not me, but you. So we're going to title it 4th grade. I typed in the number 4, TH space grade, GRAED. Or you can just put the number 4. You can do the word fourth, FOURTH, however you want to do it, and click create. So over here, I have now made a 4th grade folder. Now you may notice, Miss Maddox, some of your folders are colored. Well, how nice of you to notice. I can show you how to change that. So if you do a 2-finger click on your mouse pad on your Chromebook, 2-finger click is the same thing as a right click on a mouse. So teachers, if you didn't know that, you learned something today too. And if you scroll down to change color, you can pick any pretty color that you want it to be. Now this is only going to change the color of the folder, not like the words or the little box or anything, just the folder. So let's say you've already made something in your drive and you want to put it in your 4th grade file, and it's down here hanging out in files. All you do is click on the item you want and drag it and make sure there's a blue box over your folder and drop it. And boom, it goes there. You can do multiple things in that folder. Okay? So just drag and drop to put things in a folder. Now, let's also say that we have something in our drive that we don't want anymore. All you have to do is click on it. So I don't know what this map is. I accidentally created one yesterday. Oops. So we can delete it. You can either do a 2-finger click on it and click remove, or if you click on it and click the trash can, it removes it just that quickly. Now remember, this goes into the trash folder. After 30 days, things are permanently deleted. You can no longer recover those items. So I have a bad problem about hanging on to things because I just put them in a folder and then I can't see them. So in your 4th grade folder, if you double click on it, you should be able to see the things that you drug and drop into the folder. Dragged and dropped, drug and drop. I'm not an English teacher, sorry. Into the folder. Now, if you want to really be a overachiever today, you can go ahead and make a folder for 5th grade and 6th grade. My 5th and 6th graders did this last year, and so whenever they got their lesson, they just had a refresher on how to make folders and clean them up. So this way, it'll keep you from having tons of things in your Google Drive over the next few years, because like I said, you're going to probably be using it to create work for the rest of your education here with us at JIS. Also, if you transfer to any school in the county, if you go to Clanton, Isabella, Maplesville, Verbena, wherever, you still keep this same Google account and Google Drive. Now, if you transfer out of the county, Shelby County, Birmingham, Montgomery, things like that, you no longer have access to this. So just keep that in mind. But if you leave us and go to another school in the county, you'll still have all this stuff. I am working on getting code.org ready for you all. So your next video lesson is going to be a mini lesson on code and some activities that you can work on. So your assignment for today, clean up your drive, delete anything that you don't need, and set up a 4th grade folder. And remember, you can color code it, 2-finger click, change color. You can also rename it if you misspell a word or something like that. It's no big deal. All right, guys, I hope that you learned a little something today and that I will see you in person real soon. Have a great day.